men's pro doubles gold medal match here at the Daytona Beach Open.
Little tentative from Daescu right there. Early on, these players trying to get the feel for the strategy for both teams. And there's not going to be much of a hidden strategy from the Johnson brothers as far as hard, and harder. Yates is ripping that one in the body.
Yeah, right at Daescu, and then the unforced error from a few unforced errors right off the bat from Daescu. And a 2-0 lead for Hunter and Yates Johnson. Oh, wow. I mean,
survive the onslaught.
Yes, just get a paddle on it, get it back over. And that's the key, right? You're seeing two different offensive strategies. Yates and Daescu, they're going to try and slow down, elongate the points. And from the flip side, you're going to see Hunter and Yates Johnson trying to speed most balls up and anticipate when is a good time to attack.
Okay, Daescu and Yates have to make a lot of balls in order for that strategy to sorry, I cut my sentence off right there, so I wasn't talking to the point. Yeah, Daescu and Yates have to make a lot of balls for that strategy to be effective. Ball catching the net cord and just going out.
A call from Mike Baumgartner, your baseline referee, who scared everybody in the front row with his out call.
Missed opportunity there for Hunter Johnson, missing that shorter return from Daescu.
0-2-1. Point.
A good drive there from Daescu. Going through the middle, a little bit of miscommunication. Yates catching that one off the edge of the paddle. Like that speed up.
Very nice there from Daescu. Right time, good moment. A little wrist flick, no big swing. Paddle never went past his right hip.
2-2-1.
Again, short and sweet from Daescu, and gives him and Yates a 3-2 lead here early in game number one.
I like the speed ups from Daescu. That one kind of giving Yates a little bit too much reaction time, being that deep in the court.
Tough spot right there for Yates to pull the trigger on. I don't mind the spot in general, but from where he was on the court, he was about 5 feet behind the kitchen line when he's pulling that trigger. Too much time.
That's the danger right there. Feeding a short return to either Hunter or Yates. Hunter right there putting a good swing on that drive.
Second server.
That's a nice spot. And it's the same pull from a different position, right? Watch where Kyle Yates is when he pulls that trigger. Yep. He is a foot behind the kitchen line. Great spot. A lot less time for the Johnson brothers to react.
Less reaction time and less angle.
Oh, Daescu front-footed, leaning in on that backhand punch.
4-3-1. Second server.
We've seen a few laps in concentration on the serve
4-3-2.
in all 4 of these matches so far.
Side out.
Good dodge from Hunter Johnson getting out of the way of that one.
3-4-1. Second server.
And again, that's the game plan for Daescu and Yates. They just need to grind these points out as long as possible, wait for the right moments to attack.
Good counterattack there from Daescu. Hunter Johnson stepping up to try
4-3-1.
crash on Yates' drive. Little tricky speed up there from Kyle Yates. He's not going to hit the hardest ball on the court, but he is going to be one of the guys that will hit the best spot.
5-3-1.
Good deep return. Daescu caught on the back foot.
5-3-2.
Oh, just right off the tape. Ball just does not go. Daescu and Yates kind of rolling here. And you're seeing this, both Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu, they got some bounce in their step. They're rushing back to the service line, back at the baseline to get going.
Now receiver 7-3-2-1.
Immediate timeout from the Johnson brothers. And I'm seeing just that hop in their step, Chad.
Yeah, they're not under pressure as much as the Johnson brothers are, right? Or Yates and Daescu are a little bit more used to this pressure.
Right. They've been here, done this. They took a gold medal, in Punta Gorda a couple weeks ago. Hunter and Yates not been in the game so long. Kyle and Andre have been around a while, meaning Yates and Daescu. So you're right. I think the pressure falls more on the Johnson brothers as opposed to Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu. We'll see out of this timeout what they can change, but Daescu and Yates still have work to do. They have to win the 2 out of 3, and then they'd have to win the game to 15 tiebreaker because they are coming out of the consolation draw. As we come back in, Andrei Daescu will be serving. Up by 4, game number 1, your men's doubles gold medal match.
Seconds. Time in. 7-3-2.
Just missing back there with the little forehand flick from Kyle Yates. A good side out here for Hunter and Yates
7-1.
as they try and get back in this first game. Down by 4.
Second server.
A little late there from Yates.
3-7-2. Side out.
You see almost the same reaction out of Yates and Hunter when they miss a ball.
7-3-1.
Oh, great hand from Kyle Yates on the little backhand counter. Watch him sit right on this speed up. Just gets it down at the shins.
Short, compact, gets on top of that ball.
8-3-1. Point.
A lot of errors creeping into the Johnsons' game right here. Both being aggressive and trying to be somewhat subdued and defensive.
Wow, and it's just Daescu and Yates just rolling right now, feeling good, bouncing the step, and it is game point number 1 here for Daescu and Yates. And that'll go wide right there, and a clean, pretty much clean match for Daescu and Yates, other than the first, 3 points. Daescu made 3 unforced errors.
A couple of errors to start with, and it looked like the Johnsons were going to carry some momentum into it, but Daescu and Yates making the adjustment, controlling and setting the tone for this match.
And so we will take a break here, but when we come back, game number 2 on the other side here at the APP Daytona Beach Open. Now, before we even get started here, let's do the Rockin' Protein play of the day. Comes from our last match between Annalie Waters and Salome Davidze. This was an absolutely incredible point here. These ladies had a great battle. Watch this dig from Waters off the tape. Davidze gets it, but Waters with the cross-court winner. And that is your Rockin' Protein point of the day.
Hi, I'm Matt Wright, proud ambassador of Original Penguin.
Pro athlete, weekend warrior, or everyday active? Stay in the game with Active Tracks, powered by Core Physical Therapy. Core's team of physical therapists and athletic trainers promote injury prevention, rehabilitation, and fast recovery to keep you from being sidelined. We use cutting-edge technology to treat the chronic conditions and injuries from high-impact, high repetitive activities. Step into an Active Tracks tent in your community or visit one of our clinics. Core Physical Therapy, treating everyone right.
The 2023 APP Daytona Beach Open is sponsored by Consumer Cellular, PowerPlate, Gamma, and USA Pickleball. Game number 1 going to Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu handily by a score of 11-3. What's at stake here, Chad, is Andrei and Kyle, Daescu and Yates. If they win this 2 out of 3, we will go to the 1-game-to-15 tiebreaker. If the Johnson brothers win the 2 out of 3, it's all over. They will be your gold medalists. But they do have some work to do now, as Yates and Daescu are rolling. They just look off a little bit right here, Chad.
Yeah, timing's off, body positioning's off, definitely frustrated. Tough ball to try to pick up there from Kyle Yates.
0-0-2.
Just deep. Yates trying to do a little too much with that one.
1-0-2.
Oh, and off the tape. Daescu seemed like he was going to be on that, but it hits the tape, throws his timing off just enough. Nice finish there from Yates Johnson.
And that's a perfect spot there from Yates, going behind Daescu, backhand side, causing that pop-up.
1-1-1.
Just such veteran play from Yates and Daescu right now. It's almost like they're baiting the Johnsons into trying to pull the trigger a little too early.
A good spot there from Kyle Yates, down on the feet of Hunter Johnson. Just keeping the Johnson brothers off balance.
Beautiful step in from Kyle Yates as they continue to put pressure on Hunter and Yates Johnson, as there's no answer at the moment for the Johnson brothers.
2-1-1.
Better spot there from Yates.
Second serve.
Daescu coming forward, as was Kyle Yates. Just a little roll behind the backhand side.
So good right there. And again, it's all starting with the counter backhand from Kyle Yates right there. He just puts pressure on. It's not a block, it's a counter. And so he's putting pressure back on the attack.
Point. Four, 1-2.
Now, a little change of pace there from Hunter, kind of threw Yates off a little bit.
1-4-1.
Nice reach in from Yates, but the Johnson brothers.
2-4-1.
See Hunter with that short, compact forehand counterattack.
Nice job of dropping that ball in. The Johnsons starting to play a little more conservative here, not speed the ball up constantly. And that's the one to speed up right there. Great setup by Yates Johnson for his brother Hunter to step in on that front foot. Now we're all tied at 4.
4-4-1.
Good counterattack there from Daescu, getting on top of that drive.
4-4-2.
Body language, Johnson brothers. Both shoulders slouched as soon as that one went in the net.
Oh, they didn't think that ball was going to go, or they thought it was going to go long. It doesn't, stays in. But a good run by Hunter and Yates to tie this up at 4.
Oh, that ball was just out.
And
Good effort there from Kyle Yates to even try to get around the... Oh my goodness, Kyle called it out.
so overruled by the lead referee as that ball was out. Kyle Yates was calling his own ball out.
4-4-2.
That's a nice spot right there. But again, that's not an overly aggressive pull.
No, it's more about the spot than it is the pace on that one.
4-4-1.
First ball, first drive, good drive, gets set up underneath it, comes up the back of it. Second one, you saw him just try to turn it over to try to keep it lower. Well, he kept the lower end of the net.
Great spot right there by Daescu. Right at the right chicken wing or right shoulder
4-4-1.
of Yates.
Sing chicken wing.
There you go.
There's a picture perfect chicken wing from Yates Johnson.
Kyle Yates missing that one. Doesn't miss it very much.
Yeah, but the second to last speed up there from Yates, or from Kyle Yates, that is that one there.
Yeah.
Not the best ball.
Nice coverage there from Daescu in the middle.
Wanted to set himself up well there, but yes, the coverage from Daescu, there was that whole even better ball. Oh my, what?
Oh, come on. Out. Come on.
So, ball called out.
What is going on?
Guys.
Is a 5-4 lead for.
Down receiving team. 5-4-2. 1 minute.
So timeout here from Daescu and Yates
What? That
on
wasn't
that
even.
on that call.
I
And
don't know what's going on with the referees right now.
we will see what happens on the other side of this timeout. A good timeout from Daescu and Yates here is you do not want to let a call bother you as much as it may right now. So they're going to let it go. I think that's a great timeout. There's nothing you can do about it right now, and they got to get back in it. But what's the difference for Hunter and Yates here, Chad, is they've kind of figured out what they need to do here in this game.
No, they're staying patient within it and choosing the right balls to speed up. You know, they have missed a couple of opportunities as far as with the latest being the missed backhand by Hunter Johnson after the setup on the ball through the middle. But right now, it's a controlled situation compared to where they were just being aggressive from the get-go.
All right, so we'll see out of the timeout. If that timeout did kind of level the heads of Daescu and Yates
Time in. 5-4-2.
after the call they didn't agree with.
Point.
And nice ball at the shins of Kyle Yates right there. Not allowing him to extend out in front.
Coming a little crossbody there. Yates didn't take a big swing, but he kind of laid the wrist and paddled back too far.
Nice job by Yates getting on top of that ball right there. Watch him squat down into this real low position so he's able to get on top with that forehand. Yeah, Daescu got a little out of position on that one, Chad.
Yeah, tough situation there with Daescu coming over all the way in front of Yates. Kind of left him in a bad situation with that left side of the court open.
Good spot by Yates Johnson going backside on Kyle Yates. Kyle Yates sitting in the middle here. Ends up going forehand side.
The other thing the Johnson brothers are doing right now is they've really cut down on their swings. You saw those couple of speed ups there from Hunter Johnson. He's just reaching in front and quick acceleration through, no backswing at all.
A little wide there from Yates Johnson.
8-4-2.
Hunter's facial expressions as soon as he misses a ball. It was a good reach in, but he overcooked it with the wrist.
It's a methodical speed up from Kyle Yates. He speeds up down the line here, but watch, as soon as he speeds up down the line, he jumps back middle because he knows where that's going to be where the block goes.
Nice drop from Daescu. Yates just trying to bump it up and over the net.
Nice step in from Daescu. A little shake and bake on the drop from Yates. And all of a sudden, the momentum back on the side of Daescu and Yates. Have they changed anything, Chad, or have they just cleaned it up a little bit?
They just cleaned it up a little bit. Johnson brothers were doing a good job, and they're still making good balls. But that, the last couple of points there, we saw Daescu kind of step in and be aggressive in the middle, put a little bit more pressure on. And Kyle Yates has taken a couple of chances, couple of risks. But it's a lot of back and forth right now about who can control the tempo and who's taking those initial chances to speed things up.
We'll see if Hunter and Yates can kind of get back into that slower start and then speed up at that right time, because they got a little overly aggressive to start game one and it hurt them. They fixed it to start game two, and now it seems like Daescu and Yates are dictating the pace of play again. And so if they can get back control of the pace of play, then they can get back in this. But Daescu and Yates looking to end this here in two and force that game to 15 for the gold medal here at the APP Daytona Beach Open. Those players are ready here. We come back in from a timeout. It is a 1-point lead for Hunter and Yates Johnson, but Daescu and Yates on first server here. Oh, nice job right there by Daescu, again getting big. You said, Chad, before we started this match that was going to be a key of how big Daescu can be in the middle in this match.
Hunter caught a little bit too far back from the kitchen line there.
9-8-1.
Nice ball at the foot of Kyle Yates. But still have one more server to hold here, as Yates and Daescu have regained the lead at 9-8.
9-8-2.
Oh, Daescu just a half a step short right there getting that. So Hunter and Yates slow the momentum just a little bit, but not before giving up the lead at 9-8. But they need to answer here on their serve. They can try and force a third game here in this gold medal match. Again, Hunter Johnson still in the hunt. Get that one? Still in the hunt for a triple crown here, but him and brother Yates have to take care of business here, and then he is in the championship and gold medal match for mixed doubles alongside Paris Todd, who has already claimed 2 gold medals today.
Yes. There we go. 8-9-1.
I like the decision from Yates Johnson. I thought he was going to speed the ball up before then. He did, and he stayed in it. But then the unforced error right there.
Standing up a little too tall and walking through it. Yates and Daescu have done an excellent job of kind of neutralizing the power from Johnson brothers.
Tweener drop. Oh, wow. And it was smooth, easy. But now, Daescu, Yates, match point on their paddle to force the game to 15 here in the men's pro gold medal match.
Daescu coming up just a little short.
10-8-2.
And we are going to a game to 15 that will decide the gold medal here for the APP Daytona Beach Open men's doubles draw. What a game from Yates and Daescu. Pretty clean, Chad.
Yeah, quite impressive. We watched this same matchup yesterday, and it went in 3. But Daescu and Yates have done an excellent job of, like I said, neutralizing the power from the Johnson brothers.
All right, so game to 15 coming up here for the gold medal at the APP Daytona Beach Open.
Thanks to DiscountTire.com, we have more time to hang with our new friends.
What do you like to do for fun?
Well, with DiscountTire.com, we save a ton of time.
So we're always trying new things.
Save time. Buy and book online at DiscountTire.com.
For just a little bit more, I can get you unlimited minutes, data, and text, 6 hotspots, concert coupons, cable subscription, dental cleanings.
We need all that?
Do we need all that?
I wouldn't think so. You should use Consumer Cellular. They have everything you need, nothing you don't.
I'll throw in this tiny little fan. Car wash voucher. Light up soap dispenser.
Think you lost. Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers. All the talk, text, and data you need, starting at $20. Consumer Cellular.
There's only one winner, just one way out. With every single break comes crashing down. There's only one.
The 2023 APP Daytona Beach Open is sponsored by Franklin, USA Pickleball, Penguin, and
Sun Met. One match to 15 to decide the gold medalist here at the APP Daytona Beach Open. Dominic Catalano alongside me, as always, Chad Edwards. Chad, it's been a good one. The veterans Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu coming out on top of the 2 out of 3 in 2. So we'll go to that game to 15 that'll decide it all. Thoughts on this upcoming match?
Yeah, I think if Daescu and Yates can continue to neutralize the power from the Johnson brothers, they're going to have success here in this game to 15. You know, they did play each other in Punta Gorda a few weeks ago, and it was the patience and control from Daescu and Yates that brought them out on top there. And we're kind of seeing the same thing here. I don't know if it's the newness to it, but the Johnsons with the power aspect, it works at times, but when you run into the more experienced players and you look at trying to hit through them, basically you're feeding into exactly what they want.
Yep, exactly. When you're playing two guys like Daescu and Yates who will feed off that power, they want that power to come at them. They can block that nice and easy. They can time that up and do something with it. So it'll be Yates Johnson to serve as we come back in. 1 game to 15 for the gold medal here in Daytona. Ball on the line right there. So on the board early are Hunter and Yates Johnson.
I probably should laugh at that one.
Yeah, and that's where it's. I get the frustration from Kyle Yates, but that's a no comment right there. Just let it go. Great spot from Kyle Yates with the speed up down the middle, getting the pop up, and then the finish on the forehand.
1-1-1.
Nice, right on the line with the lob for Kyle Yates.
2-1-1.
And they're just continuing to roll here, Chad.
Here you see right there where Johnson's looking to get low and then roll that one. body lifts up too much, and as soon as that body lifts, it flattens out the paddle.
3-1-1.
Nice deep return, pushing Daescu back off the baseline.
Shit, great defense by Daescu. Huge overhead from Yates Johnson, and he gets back with ease. They continue to add on here and have a 3-point lead in this game to 15. A ball skip right off the line. We can see it from here, Chad. Tough, nothing they can do about that one.
1-4-1.
That was the drive from Hunter, but again, the errors that they're making right now with those balls into the net is when they're staying too tall, not using their legs enough. And that one kind of slowed some of the pace down on it.
The nice speed up there from Hunter Johnson.
Good exchange there from Daescu. Attacking both the Johnson brothers. Good. Choosing the right ball to start the firefight.
4-3-1.
Yeah, nice speed up right there. Goes at the right hip first, gets the pop up and the put away.
Good move there from Yates Johnson on the Kyle Yates speed up.
5-3-2.
Quick step to his left.
It was almost like that's a full swing changeup. Because I think both Hunter and Yates thought that ball was hit a lot harder than it was.
And that it was going to go in the net. Kind of just crept over the net and died. Oh, that got her in the face.
Yes, it did. Lady in the front row got her right on the side of the face. Not even phased. She's not even phased. That's toughness and grit in the front row here in Daytona. Oh, he's got to go off the tape for the winner right there. What a hands battle, though, as we watch the replay here. Just clips the top of the tape, creeps over the paddle of Daescu.
No way, dude. Oh my God, dude, it's this far in. That's a sick call, bro. Actually, not that call.
So that is the player's call in the middle there on that line. And Kyle Yates called that wide.
little bit of frustration there on the missed the ball. And timeout, rightfully so.
So yeah, timeout here from Johnson & Johnson as Yates and Daescu extend their lead back up to 3 here. And a couple unforced errors there from Yates and Hunter. You're in their corner, Chad. What are you telling them they need to do here to kind of get back and kind of right the ship?
Flush it. Forget about it. You know, we talked about it in the men's singles matchup when they were going back and forth against each other. It was all about the momentum and the body language. Right here, okay, potential bad call. I didn't actually
we can't
see
that from here.
So it's the only situation you can do right there is flush it and get back to focusing on making good shots and executing what you need.
Oh, look at Kyle Yates letting Daescu take that. Yates could have jumped up and tried to take that, but he knew that Daescu was there covering. He takes it and finishes it, Chad. And it's an 8-4 lead for Yates and Daescu on the end chain.
And Daescu is about 8 inches taller.
Well, yeah. I mean, he is 7'2", basically. But no, he's in the right position, and it's the right decision. And so, again, they continue to roll here. They double up Yates and Hunter Johnson by a score of 8-4. And are on their way to double dipping the Johnsons here to get a gold medal. And the Johnsons here are taking all the time on this timeout. You agree?
No, rightfully so. Compose yourself, because right now Yates and Daescu are not making many errors.
No, they're not. They're playing clean. They've been playing clean from the other than the first 3 points of the game. Daescu made 3 unforced errors, and we're like, this may be a long game. He fixed that, and they have played extremely clean from there on out.
Oh, there, a little
mishit.
I was going to say, a mishit speed up.
I don't know who hit it, whether it was
Yates or Daescu. With an assist from Yates.
9-4-1.
Ball's deep.
So the ball on the baseline of the overhead was called out.
Hold out. Point. 10-4-1.
Okay, Yates giving the shout down, but what that's coming from is that the Yates overhead the previous point, the Yates-Johnson overhead the previous point, got called out.
10-4-2.
So
it's getting chippy out here.
Some frustration.
Oh, and they're getting double from both Yates and Hunter Johnson right here, and I don't know. Last thing I think you want to do is fire up Hunter and Yates Johnson. Now they just got to, but they got to play even keel. They can't let that emotion get the best of them.
That was a pretty good forehand rip right there from Hunter Johnson.
5-10-1.
So it's all or nothing here from both Hunter and Yates. They're just rip and rip.
I like the 2 forehands from Hunter. The hard backhand from Yates questionable.
Ball never came up again right there.
Same spot. It's almost like there's a seam across the middle of the court there. When it hits, it just stays down.
Yeah, good ball right there. Front foot from Daescu.
Yeah, good step in, aggressive attack from Daescu.
So timeout here from Johnson and Johnson. They had a little bit of momentum right there, but all of a sudden Daescu and Yates calm down, get back in some points, and they take that momentum back and are 4 points away from taking the gold medal, double dipping Hunter and Yates Johnson, Jed.
Yeah, and they've done an excellent job of keeping themselves composed. Usually what we've seen in the past from Kyle Yates is he kind of gets caught up in some of this stuff. But I think the partnership of Yates and Daescu, they kind of keep each other in check right now, and they're very positive with each other, and you're sensing that on the court.
So as we come back in, it'll be Kyle Yates to serve up 11-5 in this game to 15. Hunter and Yates Johnson looking to answer here and keep Hunter's hope of a Triple Crown still alive. Our final match coming for you next will be mixed doubles. The surprise team out of the winner bracket, Bobby Oshiro and Brendan Long, will be taking on Paris Todd and Hunter Johnson. But before any of that, Kyle Yates to serve up 11-5 on first server. Daescu just a little bit too much on top of that last ball.
11-5-2.
Good counter-attack there from Yates. Johnson to finish that one off.
Good spot low into the middle. Nice pull right there from Hunter Johnson, but good patience through that point, Jed.
Yeah, good patience there from Hunter, but Daescu just leaving that last ball up a little too high. Hunter's not going to get cheated on that swing.
Good adjustment from Yates off the tape from Daescu, but can't get on top of that, or gets on top of that last one a little too much. Again, he's used that combo a few times, going down the line and then to the middle as Kyle Yates.
Yeah, he went crossbody. Well, he went behind Hunter and then crossbody on Yates to that right hip. Yates not able to switch across from backhand to forehand fast enough.
Just long right there from Daescu, trying to roll that. Can't get on top of it enough.
Pretty good spot there from Yates, going to the backhand side of Daescu.
6-11-1.
running through that return.
7-11-1.
Unforced error there from Yates, and he wants that one back. That's one he knows he shouldn't miss.
7-11-2.
Great job of getting in a squatted low position from Yates right there, Chad.
Tomahawk chop right there.
8-11-2.
Tried to get back into it again, but oh yeah, almost had two hands on the paddle.
That one was a little bit lower. Wasn't able to get behind that one fully.
Oh, gets it, the around the post.
Back corner.
Corner pocket, Kyle Yates around the post. Beautifully done.
12-8-1.
Yates Johnson was sitting all over that two-hand backhand. Daescu just fed it right into him.
12-8-2.
Wow. I mean, that's a tough pull for Daescu, even if he's looking for the next ball to get popped up, because that ball's so low.
13-8-2.
A little confusion in the middle.
Slight hesitation.
Yeah.
8-13-1.
Oh, and Hunter Johnson trying to get his paddle down to let that ball go out, but couldn't get it down fast enough.
8-13-2.
Nice. Almost a little bait ball again for Daescu to try and attack it. But they got to string a couple more here together and get this a little closer. So football down to Daescu, and Kyle Yates immediately going, yeah, you were in, Andre.
Timeout right now.
Yeah, good timeout here for Daescu and Yates. Still up by 3, sensing a little momentum from the Johnson brothers. So they call this timeout. And again, it's 2 points away from a gold medal here, or 5 points away from a gold medal for the Johnson brothers. You're in Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu's corner, Chad. What are you telling them right now? Good timeout first and foremost, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely good timeout right now. You're trying. You know, a lot of the times these timeouts are just used to hold momentum, but I think in the situation for Yates and Daescu right now is kind of like, hey, let's get back into what has worked so well that's getting us here, which is controlling the tempo, but that last foot fault has the potential to kind of stick in with, well, that and the reach in miss from Daescu.
Right, so two back to back.
Two back to back has the potential to kind of sit with him a little bit. So that timeout there is also giving you the moment to flush those last two situations.
So as we come back in, it'll be Hunter Johnson serving.
10-13-2.
good
spot.
You beat me to it.
Jinx.
Both saying good. Both saying good spot right there. And why is it a good spot though, Chad?
Yeah, it's going crossbody, and Yates is sitting on that backhand because typically you're going to get sped up into the body. A little overambitious from Daescu. But going back to that speed up on Yates, he's sitting backhand because he has to protect it a little bit more middle. So you go crossbody into that right shoulder, and you end up handcuffing and jamming up your opponent.
Nice hands on the first speed up from Daescu by Yates Johnson.
10-13-1.
Well, here come the Johnson brothers, Chad. They got a little momentum here. Down by only 2 now.
11-13-1.
Like he changed his mind. Like he was going to go hard cross and then inside out.
11-13-2.
Ball wide. Hunter tried to sell it.
We'll see it right here.
13-11-1.
I'm not even going to touch it.
Off, and again,
Another
it
good
is
spot, right into the right armpit.
And it is a championship point here for Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu, attempting the double dip on Yates and Hunter Johnson on the paddle of Daescu. Wow,
Tough
and
one. And a tough way to lose the Triple Crown.
A wrong receiver call on game and match point for the gold medal for Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu. They double up and win in Punta Gorda and now again here in Daytona Beach. Hunter and Yates Johnson are your silver medalists. Congratulations to Daescu and Yates though as your gold medalists here in Daytona.
Thanks to DiscountTire.com, we have more time to hang with our new friends.
What do you like to do for fun?
Well, with DiscountTire.com, we save a ton of time.
So we're always trying new things.
Save time. Buy and book online at DiscountTire.com.
There's only one winner, just one way out. With every single break comes crashing down. There's only one. Face.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
For just a little bit more, I can get you unlimited minutes, data, and text, 6 hotspots, concert coupons, cable subscription, dental cleanings.
We need all that?
Do we need all that?
I wouldn't think so. You should use Consumer Cellular. They have everything you need, nothing you don't.
I'll throw in this tiny little fan. Car wash voucher. Light up soap dispenser.
Think you lost? Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers. All the talk, text, and data you need, starting at $20. Consumer Cellular.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
For just a little bit more, I can get you unlimited minutes, data, and text, 6 hotspots, concert coupons, cable subscription, dental cleanings.
We need all that?
Do we need all that?
I wouldn't think so. You should use Consumer Cellular. They have everything you need, nothing you don't.
I'll throw in this tiny little fan. Car wash voucher. Light up soap dispenser.
Think you lost? Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers. All the talk, text, and data you need, starting at $20. Consumer Cellular.
Welcome back to Championship Court. Let's get a round of applause for our silver medalists, Hunter and Yates Johnson. Ken, will you do the honors? Yates, not the finish you guys wanted today. Still an improvement, though, from the performance in Punta Gorda. What are you taking home with you overall from your experience here at Daytona Beach?
Yeah, overall it was a good week. We were playing some good dubs. Yeah, it just wasn't our day today. We kind of let it slip. Too good on these guys. They played pretty well. Yeah, I mean, it's a little disappointing, but overall I think it was a great week, and there's a lot to take from it. And just thanks to the crowd. It was an unbelievable atmosphere all week. It's a great venue. Thanks to all the volunteers and Intersport and APP and just everyone behind the scenes. They really make it really special here, so thank you.
Hunter, what are you taking away?
Yeah, just the crowd again, thank you. It's an amazing atmosphere. I got one more to go. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Let's get loud.
One more time for your silver medalists. Now it is time for our golden medal interview powered by Franklin. What a battle, guys. Congratulations to Andrei Daescu and Kyle Yates. Ken, let's get them their hardware. You guys made it out of the consolation bracket, 2 goals to defend your title. How does it feel?
It feels great. Obviously, we have to overcome a lot of adversity. We lost to these guys yesterday. They're a really strong team. They're both playing very well. So we watched a lot of film last night. We talked a lot about a game plan, and fortunately for us, we were able to execute. They competed really hard, so did we. I think the crowd really enjoyed it. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. The support was amazing the whole week. We appreciate you guys. And yes, one last thing. I just want to thank all the volunteers, all the people behind the scenes who make this such a great event. I think all the players had a great time this weekend, and yeah, thank you, everyone.
Definitely some frustration in that match. Kyle, what were you guys talking about here on the sideline to stay locked in?
I don't really know what we were talking about much. We were just sticking to the game plan. Obviously, these guys are so tough. There's so much talent coming in the sport these days. I've been playing for a long time, and the sport's just getting faster and faster. These guys are going to be a pain in our butts for a lot of tournaments coming up, but I'm looking forward to competing with them more. I know they're hungry to beat us now, so it should be fun every time. But like I said, it's so fun just to be here and compete in front of all you guys. I mean, it's so fun. I'm glad Hunter got to share a little hardware with us today. I know you want to be selfish and get 3 golds, but I'll take this one and keep working and hopefully try to defend the next one. But it gets tougher and tougher every time.
Congratulations on number 2. Let's get you your trophy.
So there you have Kyle Yates and Andrei Daescu, your gold medalists here at the 2023 APP Daytona Beach Open. They double dip Hunter and Yates Johnson, 11-3, 11-8 in the 2 out of 3, and 15-11 in the game to 15. Coming up next, our final gold medal match of the day, mixed pro doubles. Bobby Oshiro, Brendan Long taking on Paris Todd and Hunter Johnson.